Coming up, we offend sport fans around the world with our ignorance, celebrate a brand new figure, and do whatever the hell this is. So let's get started. In the United States, we like to say that soccer is the sport of the future, and it always will be.
Got him!
That said, soccer did take over baseball as the third most popular sport behind basketball and American football, of course. Regardless, the World Cup is coming. And just in time for that, we have a new Transformers X collaborative with US Soccer in the form of this cool new figure, Breakaway.
Go!
That's right, Alan, and I for one am pretty excited about this new collaboration. I previously reviewed the NFL football collaboration and loved that figure, and they're adding new teams, which is also cool. So of course, I'm probably going to like this as well. Just like with the NFL collaborations, the packaging has a real stadium souvenir vibe that I actually really like. And look how perfect that package posing is. Pele would be proud. This shiny sticker on the back ensures you this is officially licensed US Soccer merch, and again, the photo on the back looks really cool, another great pose. A really nice touch is you'll notice the clear plastic on the side has that familiar spherical truncated icosahedron pattern you find on soccer balls. And yeah, he certainly has Optimus Prime vibes, but he isn't. He's Breakaway. Now let's break him away from this box. I'm sorry. I loved that true breakaway soccer pose so much in the package that I wanted to try it with some of my other figures, and they just don't look as cool. And while Breakaway does of course transform into a soccer ball or football, he also comes with an extra soccer ball that is scaled just for him. And you can actually split that ball in half when you're not using it. And you can take that and put that in the display stand he comes with as well. It's got a little port that'll stick right into the bottom of that display stand, nicely hidden away. On top of the stand, it does have two what I believe are 3mm ports, and you can use those by taking his feet and sticking them onto each port. And that gives you a storage option and a display stand, I suppose, or perhaps a winner's podium if they had that sort of thing in soccer or football. And besides the ball and stand, you also get in the package separately a back plate for Breakaway that is really just a bit of parts forming. You see it's got the tabs there, and when he's in robot mode, you just stick that into the back. Now, at least on my copy, both tabs won't stay in, so I have to choose which one to stick in there. It's like the curves aren't quite right, so sometimes it'll even pop off. So that's kind of probably a QA bummer. It's not the worst. Once I get it in there properly, it will stay on, but it's just something to note. Regardless, it doesn't add a lot of bulk to the backpack. He's still really slim, but of course if you want to, you could just leave it off anyway. Just don't lose it. Taking a closer look at Breakaway, that head sculpt is definitely very Optimus Prime coded, and all in all, it's a very slim, really cool looking figure. In fact, it makes perfect sense because a true soccer star just does cardio all day, and those guys are fit. You can see the US Soccer themed designs all over this guy, and of course the red, blue, and white. And once you attach the backpack as well, then you get a really cool red Autobot logo to add to the overall look. Since Breakaway is such a unique figure, let's do some comparisons now so you can get an overall idea of his size. And yeah, they're gonna be kind of random. Breakaway is a fairly mid-sized deluxe figure. Here he is next to Nexus Prime, and here he is next to the Takara Tomy Fire Blast Grimlock for some reason. Here he is next to Liege Maximo, a figure I absolutely love. Here he is with 2008's Cliff Jumper, and here he is with the absolutely amazing, yeah I said it, Astro Train. An incredible figure. Watch my review. I guess I'm just a sucker for these unusual collabs. I think Breakaway's a lot of fun and super fun to pose too, so let's just go through his articulation now. First off, and most importantly, his feet have crazy tilt on this pin joint. They also will swing pretty far back and pretty far forward as well, which is cool for posing this guy, and it's by design too. You notice he has another little 3mm port right there on his foot, which by the way is also Blast Effect compatible. That is because you can take the soccer ball out and actually pin that to his foot, and yeah, that's going to make for a lot of fun and creative posing. My man hasn't missed his yoga classes either, because he can do some crazy high kicks with his legs, and of course he has really solid knee bend as well. Again, making him a really fun athlete to pose in a lot of really cool positions. He does have hip swivel as well, thanks to that mushroom peg his leg is on. His arms, though slightly impeded by the kibble, can do a full 360, and he has solid elbow bending and of course wrist swivel as well, but he ain't gonna be holding that soccer ball. He can, however, hold any other 5mm port weapon you'd like him to hold in case it's time to stop playing and get in the fight. He has excellent waist bend to check the results of that coin toss. They do that, right? And he has very good waist swivel as well. His head can twist in all the ways you'd want it to twist, and it can look up and down pretty well too. It's also worth noting that the way his heels transform, you can actually leave them at various angles to help in balance and stability when posing. All in all, I think you'll have a lot of fun with him. And now let's just get Breakaway transformed. After doing it a few times now, I actually really enjoy this transformation process, as much as I did with the football helmets. The first thing you're going to want to do is remove that plate from the back. Yes, he is slightly a parts former. The next thing, we want to straighten up those arms, and we're going to put the fist away. We're going to do that by pulling this lever out like so. Just tuck the fist inside, and then once you've got it in there, just push that back into place. And of course, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Grab the fist, pull it out, tuck the fist away, get it lined up properly or it won't go in, and then just close that back up. Next, we need to separate the chest from the back. I find the easiest way to do that is to kind of hold him by the head and pull this whole panel down just like so. The next step is just to grab his head and then just twist it all the way around till it's facing the back. And then you can take it and just gently pivot it down and tuck it into the compartment right there in the chest cavity. The next thing we need to do is position the arms in such a way that we can do a little 360 twist. So you can see there, I'm just pulling the levers up like that and then just pushing them forward. That way we can take this one long piece here, grip it, and just twist the whole thing around. Again, all you're doing is just pulling the arms up, getting them out of the way. Once you've twisted that around, then you can push the arms back out to the side, just like this. Now just grip the forearm and fold it up until it clicks into place just like that. These transformers that convert into helmets and balls are basically just 3D puzzles. Do the same thing on the other side, grab the forearm, push it up, and it'll kind of fit into place just like so. With that done, just make sure the arms are pushed out to the side like this, and now we're going to take this chest cavity with those two tabs there in the middle, push it back up, and lock that back into place. Push those tabs in, it'll click right into place perfectly. Coming around to the back, you're going to want to take this back panel and lift it up and push it forward all the way out of the way just like that. That's going to give you room to close up the arms. To do that, you're going to just pivot them both back, and this might take a little work the first time around. You want to make sure those arms there get pushed all the way to the back like so. Same thing on the other side. Grip it and pull it all the way in and make sure that lever it's on snaps all the way into place. With that done, you can line them up and tab them together. I will note they don't tab very solidly and it feels more like just a friction connection, unlike the football helmets, which kind of bums me out a bit. Now, no need to push that top panel in just yet. We'll save that for the end because the next thing we want to do is start working on those legs. And to begin with, we're going to twist them all the way around to the back just like this. And now come around to the front of the legs and we're going to take those calf panels and open those up. And the next thing we can do is sort of take those knee plates and twist those around until they lock into place inside. Same thing on the other side, open the panel, twist that in, and that's done. And now while I'm here, I'm just going to go ahead and take those heel panels and just fold those in on both feet so we have that bit done and out of the way. Next thing we can do is take the legs and just tab them all together just like this. Again, my copy doesn't tab as satisfactorily as I want it to, but it's okay. Now we're going to compress everything in. To do that, the top we're going to kind of fold back like this, and don't kind of overextend the hips like I did, but again, there's room to mess up on this. The next step would be to close the legs in on themselves, just kind of fold everything up like that. And again, all we're doing is compressing it all together. So make sure that panel's out of the way on top, and then just sort of line everything up. And you're going to give it a little squeeze just to make sure everything is in place. And again, the tabs aren't great, so it'll take a little bit of squeezing until you're super satisfied with it. Finally, you can take this top panel and snap that in and give everything another once over to make sure everything is tabbed in. I'd love to hear from you if you have this, by the way, and know if yours tabs in a little better than mine. He doesn't hold as well as I'd want him to, but that's fine. Now for the next to final step, we need to get the feet tucked in there, and to start with, you're going to twist them around so they look like this. And then you want to compress them in just like so with that pin joint. Do that on both sides. And once they're compressed down like that, then you can just sort of angle the toes out and slide everything into place. Angle the toe out and then just push the joint on top, slide it down to the side. And once you're done and have everything compressed in, you're going to be in pretty good shape. If it's all in there, you're good to go. Finally, we're going to take this panel and we're going to snap that into place, and that will complete the look, and that will give us our soccer ball. Again, It took a little extra squeezing around to get everything locked into place for me, and I have to say I wish it would lock in a little better, but the end result is pretty cool. It's a soccer ball. And once again, with Breakaway in his alt mode, we want to take the smaller soccer ball, split that in half, and tuck that into the soccer ball display stand. Once that's done, we can set that down. We can take Breakaway in his alt mode, rest him on there, and you're done. There's your US soccer ball. And really, I don't have a lot to say about that. I mean, it's a cool little souvenir in this mode. As you can see from mine, I need to squeeze them together a little more, and I hope that's just an issue that not everyone is going to have, and or maybe I just need to transform him again and get a little bit of a tighter squoze on him. But for now, again, it's fine. And honestly, I really prefer the robot mode anyway. But this is a cool feature, and it's a cool souvenir to have, for sure. And I suppose just for fun, we might as well still do some size comparisons. Here we have Breakaway next to Classics Bumblebee, the repaint version. And rolling in from the station, we have my favorite Astro Train. Yes, I like them. Deal with it. And here we have Studio Series Leadfoot for some reason, because we're being super random today. I personally think he looks best with Alternator Smokescreen, the really cool rally car from another sport that I don't watch very much, but it still looks cool. Yes, he's just a ball, but I love balls. But I also love his bot mode even more, so I'm going to give you an extra bonus, and we're going to transform him back now. And we're going to start by grabbing that Autobot logo plate, peeling that right off, getting that out of the way. The next thing we're going to do is pull those feet back out. Now, I have a bit of trouble with the foot on this side, so I'm going to edit this a bit, but I think it's more just me getting the right angle. If you notice on the left one, I can pull the foot out and then pivot that whole joint around just with almost no effort at all. That comes out just fine. But I struggled a bit on the other one. I don't know if it's just mine or if I'm just not pulling it out right. But anyway, what you want to do is get those feet back out on both sides. And once you're done with that, we're going to take those heels and we're going to pull them back out right now because we want to do this. I don't know why, but I just think he looks super adorable with his feet out like this. If I do keep him in soccer ball mode, he's going to stay like this. Breakaway truly makes a breakaway, gets past the defender, finds that ball, and
That was a goal!
The next step, of course, is to find this plate right here and just start to peel that back again and get that out of the way. Once you have that untapped and disconnected, then you can grab the two halves and just kind of finagle them a bit and pull them apart. Once you have them pulled all the way out and the legs stretched out, then we can start on those legs by twisting them around at the waist and pulling them apart. If that's done already, then you can start by taking that kneecap part, pulling that back out. With that flipped out, you can then close up that calf panel. We'll do the same thing on the other side. We'll flip out that knee guard. Make sure you're pushing the right direction for this. And once you've done that, then you can push that calf panel closed and you have the legs pretty much done. And oh my God, where's his head? Well, we can get some head out of there by taking that big panel on top and peeling that away, pulling that all the way again up to the front so you have the clearance to grab the arms, split them, and bring them back out to the sides on either side. It's important that you push that panel all the way back so you have that clearance. Then you can bring the panel back down. And then of course we want to take the chest, pull that apart and fold that down, and then like before, push the arms in and lift them up a bit on either side. It can be messy. You just want to get them up and out of the way so that you have the clearance to take that whole arm and twist that around 180 degrees. Once you've done that, then you can take the arms and fold them back out on either side to have the arms out of the way. And now, of course, we can grab Breakaway's head if you can get in there and get it with a thumbnail or something, but pull his head out all the way up and give it a good 180 twist. Then you can take the chest panel, push that back up, click that back into place. Once you've done that, then it's just a matter of twisting the arms back down, unfolding them on either side, and straightening them back out until they have the look that you want them to have. Do that on both sides, bring the arm down, pull the elbow back out, and straighten them up and in place. And then of course, pull this panel open and bring the fist back out. Do the same thing on the other side, and once you've done that, the last thing to do is take that back panel, snap that back down and into place. And of course, if you really want to, you can take that extra part and tab that into the back. It does look good with that big Autobot logo, but I'm telling you, I don't love those tabs or how that thing stays on there. Again, I hope it's just my copy. Anyway, that's my review of Transformers X Collaborative Breakaway. Let me know in the comments if you plan on picking this guy up or not, and otherwise, have a great day.